Yeah, so basically YouTube live session where we'll be looking at maybe solving a few. I'll start in another 2 minutes. Just gone online, so wait for some more students to come. Yeah, hi Ziad, hi Adarsh. Good evening. So we'll start in 2-3 minutes. Mercurial high. So 21 days there. 21 days is supposed to help you create a habit. So that's what we're planning to do. Hi honey. Good evening honey Gala. Nachiket, hi. For beginners, so start with the basic books maybe, and then maybe we can start. Hi Ritika. Hi Ayushi. Hi Kinjal. Hi Akash. So we'll be taking up a few questions and then try to look at how to go about solving them. That's the basic agenda for today. I will start maybe in another 1 or 2 minutes, but the basic agenda is maybe try to build up approaches for the examination. And these approaches are valid for any examination. You take it for CAT, you take it for CET, you take it for any examination. So today I'll take a normal sums, but maybe over a period of time I should be able to help with regards to some that is possible. But any notes will do. So it is not any specific note that I recommend for quant. You can pick up any specific notes and try to prepare. I think that should be fine. Yeah, I think Bharati, you have enough time to prepare for the examination. So a lot of time. So you can take your time and then try solving. I don't see a problem. Apurva, yes, I don't think CG's results can anyway come in, considering the fact that Sriharsh Arun Sharma LOD2 is sufficient as far as the examination concerned. So I look at it. Suggest books for really basics, then maybe you can pick up RS Agarwal. Those books are really basics you can do. Or any other banking exam ka notes will suffice for the really basics for quant. Yes, Himanshu, that's the plan. The idea is maybe for 21 days I can just spend at some small time with regards to solving sums on quant and trying to look at approaches of how to solve. No, this is not any specific topic, Ritika. We are doing this mixed topics, just the way it comes in the CAT. Take up different type of sums and approach can be used for any sums. Difficult or easy doesn't matter. But yes, it will be a little on a difficult side if you look at it. It's not an easy sums which normally comes on a simple basis. But yes, we'll be taking a little on a difficult side to look at how to go about approaching the sums. I'll start exactly in another 1 minute and then we can solve. So it's a short session where we'll take up a few questions and look at how to go about solving it. That is the basic idea. Shubham, technically there's a lockdown, so I'm not sure IFT people can go to their college or not. So I'm not expecting in 21 days any results can come out, because you have to be in a college to get out results. And in that case, if you're not able to go to college, I don't think results can come out. Mocks for CAT, if you're already given CAT last year, you can start with April, May, you can start with CAT mocks. If you have not given CAT last year, maybe you can delay to June, July. I am taking a course. Honey, you can contact me for that. Let me just see. Verbal, could you suggest list of books, any books that you like? So first enjoy reading books, Rohit, and then maybe you can go over it. Reading newspaper, no, reading anything is important. I mean, newspaper could be fine, or anything that you like to start with. Okay, so we start with sums. What I'll do is I will take up a few sums and I'll give you time to think, and once I give you time to think, then you can maybe think about it and then get back, put the answers out here, and then maybe I'll solve. Also, we will there's a Telegram group which I've started with for CAT. So if you want to join the Telegram group, you can always join at 9821316764. Send a message to 9821316764. That should help. I'll put the number later on. Which test is Sagar? I do have a test series of amount. You can take CL or IMS also is good enough. They are also good test. Okay, so I'll take up the question maybe after the session is over, and then maybe we can go about it. Okay, now understand the idea behind it. The idea behind the session is that we are what we repeatedly do. Okay, so it's a habit. I mean, an excellence then is not an act but an habit. So once you create a habit or once you build an approach of solving in a particular manner, you will automatically be good. Okay, that habit has to be created, and that is very important. So moment you have the habit that is created, you should be able to crack the exam. Okay, the reason I am able to crack the exam is because I have a habit of doing things in a particular way, and that has come out of repeatedly doing things in a particular manner. So now it's always said that 21 days is sufficient to build a habit. So let's try and build up a few quant questions and see how to go about it. Yeah, I'll take random sums. I'm not saying every sum will have an approach, but at least it will be a good practice for you all to start with. Right, so we start with the first sum. Right, you can start with the first sum. Some sums will be difficult, some sums will be easy. You can try solving whichever you can, whichever you can't, look at the solutions. So you can take 2 minutes time, think about it, and then maybe you can try solving it. Sure, there are IPM students also around here. So the technical way of solving for any exam right from IPM to CAT is similar. So I've seen the IPM paper and I've solved this paper. It is similar to the CAT. So Apurva, any of the top 3 classes should be okay for CAT mocks. You can take up any one you want. So if you get the answers, you can put it up and then maybe I can then solve. Okay. Vocab is not important for CAD, Mohammed. Yes, GR, it is supposed to be a tough question. But let's look at the approaches of how to solve. That's more important. So you will know, even if you don't understand the whole sum, if you can understand a few of the approaches, I think that should benefit in terms of solving in the exam. So reverse is not purely CAT theory videos. There are a lot of questions there solved with different approaches, and that is the way we go about it. Okay, so let's try solving it. People have got the answer. Now I've made these questions. So it is possible that there could be some errors in the question also. If you don't get the answer, do let me know. So I have somewhere paste. Okay, let's start with trying to build up the approach as far as possible. So if I look at PQRS is a rectangle. So PQ is a length and QR is a breadth. So in a geometry sum, I prefer drawing it, because the moment you draw it, it becomes easier to understand. A is a midpoint of QR. So in that case, because A is a midpoint, I can take this whole length as 2 and this length as 4, because then this becomes 1 and 1. It becomes easier to solve. I get integer points. Now we have PA, that's what they said. Perpendicular bisector of PA, that means midpoint. If I draw perpendicular bisector, it will go like this, perpendicular bisector. Now, the first step in any geometry sum is try to eliminate the options if possible. Try to find approximately what could be the answer and eliminate the option. If you look at, if this is the midpoint of PA, so it's exactly in middle. If I had drawn a perpendicular like that, I mean, I'm just drawing it separately. This is the midpoint. if I drawn like this parallel to this, then these two would have been equal, because the midpoint line joining the 2 points parallel to this will divide this line in the equal part. But it's not parallel, it goes little slant. So you can make out that PB has to be more than BQ. If PB has to be more than BQ, I can eliminate B and D option directly. The first thing in geometry is try to eliminate the options. If you can eliminate the option, it is always good to work on the other options. In a lot of times in the examination, you can eliminate 3 options and directly get the answer. You don't even have to solve it. So I draw the sum, okay, and I want a perpendicular bisector, so I draw perpendicular. So moment I draw perpendicular, you can make out that if I draw a parallel here, then these two will be equal, because in a triangle, line joining the midpoints is parallel to the third side. So, but it is not parallel, it goes slightly slant, perpendicular bisector. So automatically you can make out PB is more than BQ. So automatically you can eliminate 2 options. Learn how to eliminate options, that's very important. Also, if you look at this, let me say this is as what is this point? Midpoint is Q A. So you see, so you can make out that PCB triangle PCB is similar to triangle PQR. PCB is similar to triangle PQA, because the right angle and one angle is common. Little tough sum, please bear with me, but that's fine. The other sums could be easier. So if you take a geometry by Pythagoras theorem, PA will be root 4 square plus 1 square is root 17. 4 square plus 1 square is 17. So this becomes root 17. So this part becomes root 17 upon 2. Okay, so this part becomes root 17 upon 2. If it is root 17 upon 2, okay. Now if you look at the ratio of the larger side to the hypotenuse is 4 upon root 17. The ratio of the larger side to the hypotenuse 4 upon root 17. So same way in this triangle. So if this is x, let's say, so ratio of root 17 upon 2 to x will be 4 upon root 17, because similar triangles. If that is the case, x will be 17 upon 8. If x is 17 upon 8, then the other part will be 4 minus 17 upon 8. If this is 17 upon 8, the other part will be 4 minus 17 upon 8. So 32 minus 17 is, I think, 15. So I think the ratio is 17 is to 15. I think the options are wrong, but the ratio will be 17 is to 15. But I hope you got the understand the logic behind it. I'll repeat it once. First thing in a geometry is always try to eliminate the option by drawing it. You can always eliminate. In some of the cases, you can eliminate 3 options and get the answer. So when you say PQQA, so if I take this as 1, this becomes 4. So the hypotenuse becomes root 17. Then I took similarity of triangles. From similarity of triangles, I found out the value of PB, and PB I got 17 upon 8. So moment PB is 17 upon 8, BQ will be 4 minus 17 upon 8. PB and BQ, you should get 17 is to 15. Okay, yeah, but the key is to eliminate the option in geometry. Okay, I think this one gets covered up. I'll just write it out here. PB is 17 upon 8, so BQ will be 4 minus 17 upon 8. So 17 upon 8 is to 15 upon 8. So the R ratio will be 17 is to 15. Okay, take the next one. Telegram group number is 9821316764. I'll give you 1-2 minutes to solve this, then I'll solve this sum. Yeah, Nigala, I think what you said is right. 9 to 7 will be the closest option. So closest option will be 9 to 7. these kind of sums, it makes sense to draw these sums. Again, geometry, I prefer drawing it. X equal to 4 is easy to draw. That means at 4, x can be equal to 4 when you open the mod. Mod means positive sign. X can be 4 or x can be minus 4. So you can draw x is 4 and x is minus 4. That is how you get first graph. Now look at the second graph. X minus y equal to 2. I always start with something called 0. Okay, let's say y is 0. If I take y as 0, what can be the value of x? That means x equal to 2. If y is 0, x equal to 2, which means x can be plus or minus 2. It means at 2 and minus 2 I'm getting these points. Now let's put another point, y equal to 1. If I put y equal to 1, actually 1 or minus 1 both will give you same answer. X minus 1 will be equal to 2 or x equal to 1, which means x can be 1 or minus 1. Sorry, 3. X can be 3 or minus 3. So at 3 you can have 1 minus 1 because y can be 1 or minus 1. Same way at minus 3 you can have 1 or minus 1. So you can make out, similarly if you put y equal to 2 or minus 2, you will get x minus 2 equal to 2 or x equal to 4. So from that you can make out it will be this. So the line extends. So the moment you get 2 points, you get this line, this triangle, and here you get this triangle. So you get 2 triangles which are there. So this length is 2, this length is 2, this length is 2. The area of this triangle is half into base 4 into height 2, and there are 2 such triangles. So answer will be 8. So one triangle will be 4, both triangles will be 8. I repeat again, whenever you have variables in a question, just put values and just draw. That is the easiest thing to solve. So when you put, first diagram is very simple, x equal to 4 or minus 4, you get 2 lines straight away. In the P equation, P graph, put different values for y. When you put y equal to 0, you can get x as plus or minus 2. When you put y equal to plus or minus 1, you will get x as plus or minus 3, and so on. From that you get the graphs. Once you draw the graphs, you can get the area of the triangle. So I'll be uploading a different videos which are there. You can look at those videos and solve. Remember, most probably you will, what are the total number of squares? The squares can be both small and big. So you can have big squares and small squares, different sizes. Remember that. Yes, Hemant, I'll do that. It is 9821316764. I'll put it out here. .36 pins. I just draw the pins. So 6 by 6, 36 pins will be 6 by 6, 36 pins. No, it is 64 in the end. 64. Message, send a message, Sagar. Okay, or you can join, you'll get a link. Okay, you can, if you look at links like that, small squares, 1 2 3 4 5. So if you look at 5 squares on this side, because there's 6 points, you can get 5 squares, 1 2 3 4 5. Same way you can get 5 squares out here, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So technically it's 5 by 5, 25, but you can make out 25 is not in the options. So as I said, there could be bigger squares than that. Yeah. So if 5 by 5 is not there, then I take 2 by 2, this bigger squares. So bigger squares, you can have these 2 points, or these 2 points, or these 2 points, or these 2 points. You can have 4 such points. So 4 by 4, 16, 3 by 3, 9, 2 by 2, 4, and 1 by 1, which is 1. The whole big is 1. Remember, the whole big is 1. Okay, that's the 1 you get. 25 is the smallest one, 5 by 5, 25. If you go to next level, 2 by 2 squares, there can be 4 sets on this side and 4 sets on this side. So 4 by 4 is 16. If I take 3 points, it becomes 3 by 3, 9. This is how you solve. This is also sums, which is how many squares are there in a chessboard. How many squares are there in a chessboard? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to 7 square. On a similar logic, this sum is there. So if you add this, you should get 55 as the answer. Yes, Nitesh, I don't see a problem writing the CAT examination. Okay, I don't see a problem writing the CAT exam for any age. But keep your options open. If you have good work-ex, you can always try for GMAT as well. No 7 square, honey. In a chessboard, what happens is there are 8. Yeah, chessboard should be 8. There are 9 points. Yeah, up to 8 square. Yeah, I was looking at 8 point. No, there are 8 square up to 8 square. So 1 square, 2 square, 3 square up to 8 square. So these type of sums are normally very simple. You have to just substitute and get the answer. It looks tough, but it's actually very simple. I need to find D7 and I know D4. Now try to figure out from D4 what all values you can find out here. So if I look at D4 plus 4, 8 is D4 plus D4 minus 4 into 4. Because I know only 4, so I'll try to find out. So D8 is equal to 58 plus 58 minus 16. We'll get 100. Now there is no point going ahead of it. I want D7. I know D7. To get D7, I require D8 equal to D7 plus D1. minus 7 into 1. So for that I want d1. So first step would be to calculate d1 in this case. So how do you calculate d1? I know only d4. So d4 I can use to calculate d2. So 58 plus 462 is d2. So automatically d2 you get as 31. Now d2 I can use to calculate d1. Sorry. So d1 and this is 31. So 2d1 is 32. So d1 will be 16. Now I got d1 16. I have got d8 100. Now I can substitute out here. So 100 is equal to d7 plus 16 minus 7. So 100 equal to d7 plus 9. So d7 will be 100 minus 9, which is 91. Normally these sums are simple. If you just substitute the values and get the answer, it becomes easier to get the answer in this case. If you just substitute a value, keep on substituting, break it up. d4 you want d7, so d7 clearly you require d8 minus d1. Find out d8, find out d1, you should get the answer. Sure, Avi. I'll take still simpler sum tomorrow. Today's sums are on the tougher side, but I will try to take simpler sum tomorrow's and then try to work on that. Let me explain this logic. Actually, this is not required, but I'm still drawing it too. Breaking up into 9 regions of equal area by drawing line perpendicular diagonal. This is a diagonal. To draw 9 regions, you can draw 8 lines. So 4 will be on this side and 4 will be on this side. To draw 9 regions, you require 8 lines. So you will break up into 9 regions. So this is the biggest line segment and this is the smallest line segment. Now if you look at this area, let this area be 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So it's a ABC and ADE. So ratio of triangle ABC area to area ADE is 1:4. If you look at ABC is 1, then ADE will be 4. If ABC is 1, ADE will be 4. Now there is a property which says if the ratio of the area, if ratio of the side is A is to B, the ratio of the area will be A square is to B square. Now we know ratio of the area is 1:4 to ratio of the corresponding sides DE and BC will be 1:2. Then that is what we want. C option, largest to shortest. I repeat again, you have a rectangle. If you put a line, you will realize that you have to put 8 lines to break it up into 9 parts. So 9 equal parts, so you have to put 8 lines to break it up into 9 parts. 4 on this side, 4 on this side, right? So you want the ratio of the smallest to the largest. So smallest to the largest. So ABC to ADE, the ratio of the areas is 1:4 because all these areas are equal. The ratio of the side is 2:1. Okay, so with this I wind up at least the questions. I will take up simpler question tomorrow. I just took a difficult questions. I will also maybe build up on the approaches. Tomorrow I will take a little bit more of arithmetic, because arithmetic has been more common in the exam recently. Geometry also has been common, therefore I took geometry today, but I'll try to take a few questions and try to help with regards to tomorrow's session, right? So if I'll try to take session every day between 9 and 9:30, so that helps you with regards to preparation and maybe create a habit that should help you. I hope today's session was helpful. I will meet you tomorrow again, and maybe I'll take up questions also tomorrow, right? I hope it's clear. Yeah, thank you.